Laura Chen had been dating Marcus for 5 years. They lived together, shared holidays, and Laura thought planned a future. He was working IT in a mid-sized marketing firm. She was a software developer down the hall in the R&D group. One steady morning, Laura noticed Marcus' voice messages lighting up in a way she couldn't explain. One from Ava, then another from Ava. Marauding in suspicion, she traced the email sender behind Ava to a personal Gmail address. Something deep inside told her to click View Source. There it was. They'd been exchanging affectionate, flirtatious messages for months' design. Mock-ups disguised as client feedback, weekend plans tucked in under code review threads. She compared timestamps, late nights, while he was supposed to be working from home. Her heart sank, then hardened her, refining into resolve. She backed up the emails. She confirmed the identity of Ava, the coworker who sat at the cubicle cluster beside Marcus's. Ava's signature on corporate documents, her smiling mug, and internal newsletters. Laura deleted nothing. Instead, she spent a weekend quietly building a timeline, dates, times, excerpts from messages, kept brief for clarity. She downloaded metadata confirming each one was sent from company devices. Within business hours, legal, she was taking nothing private. Two, the plan Monday morning, Laura walked into the firm's all-hands meeting. The quarterly company briefing was scheduled in the auditorium. She knew top brass would attend. She dressed carefully, sharp navy blazer, perfect posture, demeanor calm but purposeful. She sat in the back row. Marcus sat near the front ring of himself, smug and comfortable next to Ava, who gave Laura a chilly glance. Both were expecting nothing. When the CEO, Elena Morales, greeted the employees, Laura's hand hovered near her laptop in her bag. She needed one slide at the end of her department showcase, one slide that would accidentally leave the deck running. One slide that would bring the house down. Her department went first. Laura's team demoed a new user tracking interface. She spoke confidently, leading toward the final part of the presentation, before switching to what she claimed was a thank you slide with the department logo. Instead, she transitioned to a clean, minimal slide containing a concise timeline of documented messages, blurred names replaced by initials, M. A, but clearly describing roles, IT, R&D, annotated metadata timestamps, a header, conflict of professional ethics. It wasn't vulgar, no explicit details. Just proof that Marcus and Ava had been sending flirtatious messages during business hours, claiming to collaborate but clearly coordinating weekend encounters on company resources. Silence crackled through. The auditorium, faces turned. Colleagues in the back whispered. Those near the front glanced at each other in shock. Three, the fallout, the CEO froze. Her eyes flicked to the slide, then to Laura, then to the front rows where Marcus and Ava sat. Comments echoed. Is that? Oh my God. Elena regained composure after a beat. She quietly ended the meeting. She invited Marcus and Ava to the stage for an unscheduled discussion. Laura left before questions could come, slipping back into her office wing, heart thundering but steady with righteous calm. Within an hour, HR had requested Marcus and Ava to step into a separate meeting. Rumors flooded the floor. They're investigating misconduct. Is it true? Laura knew she'd done everything within company policy. The emails came from corporate accounts, over work devices, recorded on business-managed servers. She had not breached privacy. She had amplified small breaches they themselves created. It was watertight. 4. The deterioration over the next 2 days, gossip sharpened. Archive specialists pulled message logs. Legal counsel confirmed, while romantic, the messages didn't explicitly violate dating policies unless they stagnated professional performance. Others uncovered that Ava's merge requests had been rushed through by Marcus. Bypassing code reviews for her mock-ups. Internal memos followed. Marcus was placed on unpaid leave pending investigation, Ava on administrative leave. Their joint projects paused abruptly. Team leads were instructed to reroute their responsibilities. Laura continued her work, quietly noticed by Elena's office. Elena had asked for a private meeting late Tuesday afternoon at her corner office. Laura entered to find the CEO serious but cordial. "You handled that presentation very professionally," Elena said. "The evidence was clear and legally defensible. You did the right thing. But more than that, you showed leadership. You put ethics ahead of fear. That matters." Laura listened, surprised at how composed she felt. She had anticipated humiliation. Instead, she saw opportunity. 5. The ascension by week's end. HR had closed the investigation. Marcus and Ava resigned voluntarily. It was presented publicly. The company described it as a mutual parting following a conflict of interest review. Privately, the narrative was clear. They'd violated trust, and performance metrics showed manipulated workflow. Laura was asked to convene a meeting with their immediate teams. She had to ensure projects weren't derailed, reassure anxious coworkers. She did so calmly, systematically handing off responsibilities, reorganizing deadlines, and reassigning tasks with minimal disruption. It helped that she'd always been seen as reliable and collaborative. Now she stepped into additional leadership, medium-term projects redirected under her supervision. By the next all-hands, Laura was introduced as the interim lead for the combined IT&R&D integration team. 6. Reflection that night. Laura came home to the apartment she and Marcus had shared. Marcus's toothbrush was gone. Ava had left several messages, harsh and regretful, on both their phones. She deleted them unread. She didn't want the words anymore. She cleared the apartment of Marcus's belongings, quietly packed them into boxes labeled "Return to Sender." No,